Yeah, so breaking news. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, 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 not yet.
Wait. But like, I just like the idea of an alternate reality existing. Cause like, what am I doing now? Am I on this podcast right now? On the seventh day, God created iMessage.
I want to be like put into cryo sleep. Finland doesn't exist. Hello and welcome to That Goes Awesome, the only podcast where everything goes awesome. I have slowed down
I have noticed.
because last episode I went supersonic fast because we were in a rush. But we have time to chillax. And speaking of chillaxing, I'm Jaden.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Carly.
And this is my girlfriend. Yay!
Whoa! I thought he was gay.
No. Okay. Anyways, this is proof that she does exist. I have mentioned her on many podcasts. She is alive. If you have been seeing the Survivor videos, you have already seen her. And she's an interesting person. So she's going to talk to us today about a lot of different things. But first of all, Christian, how have you been?
Finished my last final yesterday, so I'm running an all-time high. School's finally over. This was one of my least favorite semesters I've done.
Yeah.
How about y'all?
Well, the listeners are probably also really happy because I feel like we just complain about school every time we're on here. But now the semester's over. That means more time for you guys. Carly, how was your wrap up of the semester?
It was great. I haven't checked my grades all semester because I just wanted to be a little surprised.
That's an awesome take.
Because I don't want to know. So
I love that take.
It's just, yeah.
You have checked now?
No.
You still don't know?
Well,
No.
they haven't published them yet.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of them haven't.
Well,
They don't have to for like 2 weeks.
well, assuming you passed,
It'll probably be okay. Yeah.
that's good.
I'm also pretty sure that one of the classes I took isn't going to count for anything. So I don't really know why my advisor did that to me.
Yeah,
So
they
now
can
I
do
don't really
that.
care what happens to that, but
What class was that?
art history.
That sounds like a class you would need.
It does.
It does.
Which is why I'm confused, but it's okay.
Anyways, Carly, as I had mentioned, was a participant on Survivor Goes Awesome. And as of seeing this podcast, episode 3 has went live. So this is your spoiler warning for episode 3 of Survivor Goes Awesome. If you haven't seen it, click off now and go watch it. 3, 2, 1. Anyways, Carly sadly got voted out in episode 3 of Survivor Goes Awesome because of Christian.
It wasn't explicitly because of me. Let me put this out here. I do want to I don't know if you remember this, but like during the challenge, I was like, okay guys, let's make sure not to vote Carly out because it's not her fault. And then I immediately forgot that I said that, and I was one of the ones who voted you out.
I can confirm that is in the episode.
Yeah, so my bad. I'll take credit for half of that.
So I don't know if either of y'all, because at this point y'all haven't seen the episode, and
No.
I know Christian, you've obviously like reviewed some of the footage, but from what I've seen of the footage, the main reason you go home is Jake.
Oh, well, I don't even know. So, but
Yeah. So breaking news. No.
oh,
No.
okay.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
No, wait.
But, yeah. So again, I hope at this point you have seen it if you've made it to this part. But essentially, Marina was going to go home. Everybody was going to vote for her because this was right after the tribe swap. And then Jake just so happened to know that Marina had an idol. And Jake came into a conversation that you and Logan were having about deciding Marina's going to go home. And then revealed that she had the idol. And then made the plan for y'all to vote Carly instead.
Yeah.
Because if y'all would have voted for Marina and she played the idol, Jake would have been the one that went home. Because Marina votes for Jake.
Yeah.
So Jake tried to save his own butt. We'll see how far it gets him. Wink. But anyways, so yeah, before we dive into the main topic today, we did also, I guess, just want to talk a little bit about Survivor Goes Awesome, because you should all be making sure you're watching it, because it's freaking awesome! right?
It was very fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun to be a part of, for sure.
And for me, it's just so fun to like be there and like be a producer for it, and just see all my friends come together. Some of which don't know each other at all, and that was like their first interaction. And then they all got to like play this actual real version of Survivor, real life version of Survivor, and it's just really cool.
Okay, I agree with Jaden though. It's a lot of work has been put into it, both making sure it could happen and then posting it after it has happened and recording it. Shout out to Jaden and whatever her name is.
My sister-in-law.
um,
All the credits will be at the end of the episode.
really?
End of the season, I mean.
I was about to say, I was like, have we been
End of
doing
the
that?
season.
But yeah, a lot of work has been put into it, and so far the videos are doing very well compared to most things that we post, and we appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, so if you have been following along and watching them, make sure you go share with at least 4 friends, and make sure they follow along and watch the series as well, and subscribe.
4 friends specifically.
Yes, at least 4 friends. You can always do more, but no less. No less. Anyway, so as we've been going through, me and Daniel, our editor, have kind of just made the decision to essentially cut out all footage of people talking about the previous year. Because breaking news, no, breaking news, we did actually play a game of Survivor last year for my party. But obviously that was before That Goes Awesome existed. So none of that was ever recorded. So we've essentially been like deleting all of that from the history of anytime anybody talks about it in the videos, just because we don't want it to get confusing with like the headcanon of what happened before, and like because people don't know, a lot besides the people that were there. But a little behind the scenes with that, and also Carly was actually the winner of the first season we did, which I guess now is kind of more like a practice run for us
Yeah.
to get ready for this. But I know everybody was so sad when she got voted out last episode.
Well, everybody's going to be whenever it comes out, which it will be out. By
It will be out by the time people are seeing this podcast. But Carly, why don't you just like just talk about, I guess, your experience with Survivor, just like the actual Survivor, and then what you remember about winning last year, and then anything cool you want to add to this year.
Well, since I wasn't in Survivor this year for a super long time, I mean, I still had fun. I was a little confused at the end, but it was okay. I had Spanish homework, so it was okay. And also since I won last year, I wasn't that upset about it. So,
Well, you should have been.
well, I put in a lot of work last year and won it. So, I mean, last year I had a lot of fun too, and I was honestly really surprised that I made it far at all last year because, I mean, obviously their friend group knows each other a lot better than I know them, even though I've known them for a few years now, but they still are going to have better relationships than I am, so I was a little surprised.
Yeah, but you're pretty, so everybody voted for you.
Oh, okay. I don't think that was why, but
all I know is voting out the birthday boy was the funniest bit of all time.
So yeah, I did actually play last year, and yeah, I got voted out like the first chance most people got.
You lasted a decent amount.
I
You lasted
lasted-
way longer than I thought you were gonna.
Well, I lasted up until the merge.
Oh, yeah,
I was
because
the
your team
first-
didn't lose.
I was the first merge voter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as we all got together, I lost that first challenge, and
Yeah.
everybody voted me out.
I thought I was going to go before he went since it was his birthday, but
That was why we voted him out. Was because it was his birthday.
But okay, so Christian, just to give maybe like a little teaser, obviously not spoiling anything that hasn't been released yet, but as of now, as of the footage that's been out, we went through the third round, so Carly got voted out. This was after the tribe swap. So, what is running through your mind, or what is your strategy at this point in the game?
So my strategy at this point in the game was about the same as it always was. It was just me and Logan make it to the end. That was our plot point for that. And the other thing was, at this point in time, both Logan and Zach knew that I had the idol. So my goal was to just not let anybody else in on that secret, which ended up lasting for a good amount of time. You'll see how long that goes. But like that was the mission, was to make sure no one else had it. And since Logan knew I had it, to keep him with me so that he could help back me up just in case.
So I guess we'll see how it plays out.
So Jaden, getting a little non-Survivor related, but Jaden has been way busy with something that recently happened this past week. Jaden, you want to tell us about the GTA 5 online update?
Why?
I think it's way funny. He decided to not hang out with both of us on separate days because of this GTA update.
No, okay, not because of the GTA update. Okay.
You sent me a text explicitly stating, I'm fine with hanging out, but I kind of want to sit home and grind the new GTA
That's
update.
basically what he said to me too. So,
Okay, but
so
you were happy about it
I had finals, so I wasn't mad about it.
you wanted to finish your schoolwork, and I also just had got home from something, and I just didn't want to go out again until I had to, because I had finished my jury.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I told you we could still hang out. I said
okay, no, but Jaden does this thing. He words things a certain way. If he anytime
Okay, you're not coming back on the podcast.
Keep talking.
No. Anytime he doesn't want to come and get me, he would rather me drive to his house, but without stating it, he will say, "You can come over here." Okay, and that's one of those things that happened.
I said you could come over.
Okay,
if you
yeah,
wanted
and then
to.
yes, and then later I called you and you were like, "Yeah, you couldn't have came over. There's nowhere to park." And I was like, "Then why'd you say that to me?" And then he was like, "I would have came and got you." And I was like, "You never said that. You acted like you weren't going to."
I did say that.
Jaden's a gaslight queen.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
It's a good update though. I mean, they added mansions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No, it's okay.
We still could have hung out.
It's okay. We're hanging out now.
Yeah, that's why I invited her over today.
To make up for it.
So we could hang out. Anyways, so Carly, I have a theory.
Waffled. Rewind, try it again.
You know, so, Carly is here because she likes conspiracy theories. And today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories and seeing if we believe in them.
Okay.
Wow.
Yay.
So who wants to get us started?
I feel like Carly has to get it started, right?
Okay. This is like really weird, and I don't know if anyone's gonna know what I'm talking about. But there's this thing called I don't know if project's in the name, but it's called GATE. It's like Gifted and Talented Education thing. And so basically, I'm sure most people have done the thing where like you get taken into a room and they put like headphones on you and you have to listen to like beeps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so like that's pretty normal, but this is different. This is a thing where like there's like random people that claim they have like either full memory of this or like just bits and pieces, like some like a little foggy, but where they're like taken to like either like a whole different building or different room or just different area, just like completely away, isolated from the rest of the kids in their school, and they're given this cup of like pink liquid, and you have no idea what the liquid is, but you have to drink it, and then they like make you put headphones on and you have to listen to weird noises, and they make you watch like weird random videos and do things with like shapes. It's a lot of weird stuff. And then, you know, some people leave with either just like feeling brainwashed or like no memory, or some people have some memory. So basically, this is like a theory where people think that this is somehow tied to like the government, and that they've used this to try to like work on mind control type of things. And my sister claims that she remembers this happening to her when she was younger in school.
Okay.
So.
Well, first of all, I want it out there that I trust nothing that her sister ever says.
Okay, let's not say that. Let's not say that.
So,
Okay, because
wow.
she's your sister too. So let's be nice.
I love you, sister.
I believe her because, I mean, I don't think she would
I don't think she
randomly make that up. Like, I mean,
I don't think
that's
she would
so
lie,
weird and
but
specific. Like,
she's just weird. Like, I don't think she's lying in a malicious way. She's probably just like remembering things wrong,
no,
convincing
okay.
herself.
So you're gaslighting right now. Okay. I mean, I I don't know how you could remember that wrong. That's so weird and like
It's
oddly
probably like
specific things.
your sister's
like,
the type of person to like dream about it and then think it's reality.
this is a real thing you can look up. I promise.
Okay, she probably like watched a YouTube
I
video.
promise I've looked it up. I promise.
I don't know, Christian. What's your thoughts on that?
I vaguely remember the whole beeping thing, but I can say that I was not like force-fed Pepto-Bismol or anything like that.
I mean, yeah, I don't that no if that did happen to me, I have no idea. But I don't think that ever happened to me. But
I remember like taking the hearing test in school, like with the beeping thing.
Yeah.
but with this, like, I don't think this is something that was like happening to everyone. I think this was literally like they just picked a handful of kids. Like it just happened to like random select. Like I guess if you got lucky and you were chosen, then but
Yes.
it's definitely weird. I mean,
That is very weird.
and
for
it,
sure.
it is weird that my sister is like, yeah, that happened to me. Oh, and also my mom claims that something like this happened to her too when she was in school. But
Okay.
Oh, so it
I
runs
don't
in the
know.
family.
well, my dad hasn't said that, so and it didn't happen to me. So
I don't. I mean, I don't trust. I trust the government about as much as the next guy. So.
They definitely could be doing it.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not doing it, but I
trying to
don't.
find the next 11. That's what it sounds like.
Not true.
Yeah.
Trying to find 12. Trying to find.
Don't say it.
Trying to
say it.
find
They've already-
6,
they're already past
7.
6, 7.
Sorry. So, I have a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Well, I don't have one, but I think it would be wild to talk about conspiracy theories without mentioning like the moon landing, right?
Okay.
So, I 100% believe that we landed on the moon.
Mhm.
But I know that's like a big theory, and so many people think it was like filmed in Hollywood or something, where like they just faked the entire moon landing. So what do y'all think about that?
I feel like it's kind of dumb to think that we didn't do it.
I do too.
But also, I do understand the idea of like people who were just like, why don't we do it more often? Because I feel like if we can go to the moon, why am I not there right now?
Okay, but what's on the moon?
Nothing. That's the fun part. I want to go on the moon just to jump around. There's
That
low
would-
gravity. I just want to bounce around.
Yeah, you're a bouncy guy. The moon would be fun, but it's like you go there. It's like Just Jump. If y'all
Yeah.
remember Just Jump, it's like you go there and like it's fun for like the first like 10 minutes, and then you're like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to bounce anymore. Then you go get pizza. Except there's no Papa John's on the moon.
I have the complete opposite because I'm like one of those people who I have like that green wristband on, and it's like 5 o'clock is your go time, and then as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, I'm like, ugh! I want to stay at Just Jump. I want a trampoline park in my house.
Trampolines are fun. You're just more of a jumpy guy
I'm a
than
bouncy
me.
guy. I like living around.
But why? I guess my question is why would the government fake the moon landing?
Well, I feel like most people say that it was because it was like a race. They wanted to be like, yeah, we did it first.
Yeah.
You know who had a better race to the moon though? Remember I Ballistic Squid?
True. That series went crazy.
It did.
That was
I
awesome.
I only bring that up because we did mention that on one
we
podcast.
mentioned Stampy and Squid. In
Yeah,
last
I don't
podcast.
remember what podcast that was, but yeah,
That slapped.
they did like a Minecraft series where they raced to
Yeah,
the moon,
that was
but they
fire.
like never finished. Well, okay, they didn't finish it for like the longest time.
But they did finish.
They
it, yeah.
went back like years later, and then there was like the race to Mars or whatever.
Did they do Mars?
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. I didn't watch it though.
But anyways, speaking of racing to the moon, the Soviet Union made it there eventually. But what would have been the point in faking it to prove that you beat them
I
in a
don't
race?
know. Bragging rights. I don't know.
Okay, but then the other country's going to go to the moon and be like, "Where's your flag?" like one of them made it.
True.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really see a point in faking it. But like, most people I feel like who think the moon landing was fake. A lot of them also think that like the Earth is flat and stuff like that.
Yeah, well,
And
that's another one. we
There's
should
like no
talk about.
convincing these people.
Yeah. So, do you believe the Earth is flat?
No.
I have seen the theory where the Earth is a donut, and I really like that one.
That one's funny. I've had a like I've talked about this on a previous podcast, but like one of my teachers was like, I every year I go hunting Bigfoot. Like I go hunting Bigfoot with my husband at least once a year. We just go to the woods for a week and we go try to hunt him in places that he's been spotted. And she's like, also you can call me crazy, but I've come to believe that the Earth is flat. And I was just like, this woman is teaching me. I was like, this is a high school teacher, and she is teaching me. She's getting paid for this. But like, it was a mythology class, and all that stuff's not real anyway.
Why would the Earth be flat?
I don't know. What is their logic? Because if it's flat, I'm just gonna start walking. I'll make it to the end sometime.
Like, how can anybody actually believe it's flat?
I don't know.
Because it just keeps going.
I
Because
know.
you make a circle.
Just get on a plane. Amelia Earhart did it. She went bye bye. Oh, she fell off. That was the issue. She did,
Oh,
no.
that's why. That's why there's so many like missing planes. And
It's
stuff.
like in Minecraft.
I actually
you have like
saw,
an extra small world, make it to the end.
a theory about her earlier that was like she actually crashed on an island and got eaten by 3 crabs.
I've done an
3?
entire research paper on
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart.
Must have been big crabs.
Yeah, coconut crabs. They're
Like-
scary.
They're Carcanos.
But like, there's been like multiple bodies that have been found, like just the skeletal remains, but not like full sets. That they're like these kind of match up with Amelia Earhart. A lot of people think she went missing like the Bermuda Triangle and stuff like that, which that's also a cool theory. The whole thing about the Bermuda Triangle and it just like messing people up and stuff like that.
Mhm.
How come we never hear about people going missing there anymore? I feel like that's kind of lame.
I know.
Bring back
Man,
getting lost in
More,
the Bermuda Triangle.
more people need to go missing.
I played a game years ago where like you are in a plane that crashes in the Bermuda Triangle and you find out the whole thing is overrun with dinosaurs and you have to try to survive, and that was like goated.
That's cool. But what are some other like cool shapes that Earth could be?
Square.
I mean, I think that's kind of like well, if it's like a cube, that's kind of funny.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Minecraft's getting a lot of
Yeah, we're
mentions.
mentioning a lot today.
Like a cone. Imagine
True.
somebody's just on the peak.
It's not Everest.
It's Santa Claus.
Santa Claus on the peak. Santa Claus is peak.
Santa Claus is.
We'll
peak.
talk about that next episode.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's a lot of shapes. Trapezoid,
Ooh, trapezoid Earth would go crazy.
parallelogram.
Parallelogram.
I love quadrilateral shapes.
Yeah. What if it's like an octagon? So like
It's almost circular.
like almost, that's why the flat earthers
That's why
like,
people think it's flat.
yeah, because it's
They can see one corner, and they're like, "Yeah, it's gotta be." Okay,
What?
well, are we sticking with the flat Earth?
what if like no, I can't come up with any more shapes.
There's a lot of shapes, but
I
like,
know.
there's only a select few that the Earth would be funny as.
Yeah.
Imagine it was just shaped as like an emoji. It's just like the sunglasses emoji. Or something just really
Just
random.
a random-
God was having a ton of fun that day. On the 7th day, God created iMessage. But
What?
But, okay, let's move on past the flat Earth moon
Sorry.
theory. So do y'all know
Wait,
what the
Would that mean the moon was also flat? Like, you can see that the moon's not flat. So if
No.
flat earthers, do they think that just
Yeah,
the Earth
all
is
What
flat?
if the moon is flat? What if it's just flat this way?
The moon is 2D.
It's- yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of people who think the Earth is flat also like don't think the sky is real. They think it's like a whole bunch of like screens
Like
and
we're in
panels
a,
and
in
stuff
a
like that.
matrix. Birds aren't real.
And that's why, yeah, the whole like
Yeah.
government surveillance drone birds. But
yeah,
like
the-
some people think that the moon landing was fake because there's no moon because it's just panels in the sky and we're in a simulation, that kind of thing. And it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, people live some delusional
I know.
lives. If someone is out there, hold me to this. If somebody is out there listening and you believe that the Earth is flat and the moon landing wasn't real, we will bring you on this podcast and debate you. I don't care where you're at in the world. I will personally fly you out so we can debate about this.
I like this idea. Okay,
Stay tuned.
next theory. So y'all know about the like Mandela effect, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to. Do you have any examples of the Mandela effect? Like something that you like vividly
I-
remember seeing, but like it's not real.
I can't remember what it was, but I remember seeing one about some type of cereal, about how it was like named something different.
Fruit Loops being
Yeah.
spelled like actually properly. Like,
Yeah, I remember
fruit, Fruit.
Okay, I feel like there's two for me. I feel like a lot of people say this. The whole Fruit of the Loom cornucopia thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I did see that.
I know.
I don't know why,
swear
but
I've
I.
seen that one.
And then also, okay, I don't even know how to say this, but like the Berenstain,
Oh, the Berenstain
yeah,
Bears being the Berenstein Bears. or
that
whatever.
thing
Like,
too. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like those two for me.
there was the one about like the Pringles man having like a monocle or something like that too. Like,
He does.
does he not?
Okay,
I swear,
yeah.
there's one of the two. It's that he either has one or he doesn't, but people like can't.
I feel like I
Remember.
remember him having one.
I know. Does he have one? Look it
I
up.
don't know.
I need to find this out because this could be an example.
Okay, y'all keep blabbing.
But so the general idea behind this theory is that, you know what CERN is?
What?
CERN, CERN. I don't know what
No.
it stands for, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't even stand for, like, doesn't even start with CRN. I don't know what it
Mhm.
means, but it's like particle research facility, like the largest one in the
Oh.
world, and it works with like, yeah, no
Oh.
monocle. That's crazy.
I definitely did see a picture of him on
I
it,
know,
though.
but,
So I wonder if it just changed or what.
but like, so it's a particle research facility, and it's the biggest one in the world, and they did this like, I think it was something called like the Massive Hadron Collider or something like that, like in a few years ago. And it's basically a particle accelerator, which is just like massive like energy thing. You ever watch The Flash? It was the thing that gave them all powers in that show. But like, so they made a particle accelerator in real life, and the general theory is that that thing, whenever it became a thing, just barely shook up reality enough that like we all have memories of what the previous one was. So like the Mandela effect is people remembering things that used to be because of that old reality that was swapped up because of the Hadron Collider going off.
I like that theory.
I think it's an awesome theory. I don't believe it, but it's so cool. I want it to
That's
be
cool.
real.
I think it's also just so possible that so many things were just like changed. So like the Mandela effect like is actually real. Like a logo like the Pringles can. Like it could have actually used to have a monocle, and then they've just like the company or whoever, I guess
They just wiped it.
it just wiped everything and just wanted a new logo.
But I love the idea of it being like an alternate reality that we just barely merged into, and now we're all just like confused. But like I just like the idea of an alternate reality existing. Cause like, what am I doing now? Am I on this podcast right now?
There could be a reality where we're swapped, and like you're sitting here and I'm sitting there.
I'm Jaden.
Whoa, we're like our whole lives are swapped.
Who am I?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel's me.
But yeah, that's I don't know a ton about like extra stuff about that theory. I just know it's just like a blanket one where people are just like, yeah, that thing is just so powerful that it just shook up reality a little bit. And I just think it's cool.
It is cool.
I don't believe in it. Do think it's super sick.
Do you have any other theories?
Yeah, this one's not as like, well, it's not really as serious, but it's kind of like a theory off of a theory. So like, a lot of people believe that Walt Disney like when he died that he was like frozen. So this is like the theory that the Frozen movie was created so that like it would change the Google
I
search
remember that.
algorithm. So when people search like Disney and Frozen together, that's just all that would come up instead of like the stuff about him being frozen. Because
I
like
genuinely think that's possible for sure.
I mean,
That's interesting.
I don't believe that like they froze Walt Disney's head or whatever, but
Mhm.
I do think that Disney would be the type of company to do that so to save their image.
yeah.
I feel like I've seen so much about like Walt Disney being put into like cryo sleep or whatever.
I saw a thing recently. Have you seen that like really hyper realistic like animatronic they made of Walt Disney in the past like year? It's
I
really
don't think I've
weird
seen
because
that.
they made it like earlier. I think it was earlier this year, and he like actually like gets up and like moves around and stuff like that, and he like realistically like leans against the table and like pats it and stuff like that while he's talking, and it's really weird. And there were people that were like, I think that's his
It's
actual
actually
body.
it's
Imagine.
actually
Yeah, like they thought like an animatronic was putting his body FNAF style and was just like walking around, and that's really weird. But funny.
Man, I want to be like put into cryo sleep and wake up like
You ever played Fallout 4?
no, but
Oh,
I
don't-
have watched
don't
the
do it.
100.
Wow.
Neither of y'all have watched the 100.
I've
have you?
watched like the first episode.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some of it, but I don't remember
You
anything.
definitely didn't make it to the cryo sleep. That's like season 5.
There's
Um,
also with Disney, because I've heard this before. I've heard before that like you're not allowed to die in Disney World. That like if someone actually dies there, they won't declare you dead until they take your body off the property.
Yeah, I think that's actually like just real. I
Yeah,
think they do that. Which is really funny, but also really sad. But like it's kind of funny.
What if I wanted to die in Disney World? That's like the
well, you
happiest-
can't.
The happiest place to die.
Disney is such a weird world.
It is.
The whole like the actual place of Disney World, they have so many rules.
Have
that
you heard
employees have
about
to
like
follow.
the tunnel thing? I don't know much about
Probably,
that, but
but
yeah.
I've heard stuff about like the whole Disney tunnels, and they think kids like get kidnapped and stuff.
Oh
I don't.
yeah,
yeah.
more FNAF stuff.
Oh.
Maybe Disney is just FNAF.
Oh.
Have either of y'all ever been backstage Disney?
Backstage.
What does that mean?
Or like just like the back.
Were you one of the kids in the tunnels?
No, no, no.
Have you been in the
But-
back rooms?
Famously, no. Whenever I went to Disney in high school, not when we all went together, but the other time before, whenever we marched in the Magic Kingdom parade, we got to go like back behind the gates and like because we had to like line up with the rest of the parade stuff, and it was just like really weird seeing all like behind Magic
Oh, yeah,
Kingdom
I love
stuff.
that.
And we
Yeah,
got to
I
see
don't
like
think I've done that.
I think they might have made sure none of us had our phones, or either that or like they told us all that like if they caught us taking a picture or something, we'd be like executed. But you know, classic Disney style. But I just remember, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast. Maybe they're gonna come for me. But I remember seeing like the backside of like all kinds of like rides and stuff, and then like all kinds of characters with like without their head on. So it's just like a guy walking around in like a Mickey costume, but like it's just his actual
That's
face,
way
not the
funny.
Mickey head. And yeah, all kinds of stuff like that.
I've
But
seen Space Mountain with the lights on.
I have.
Yeah, I
That
have too.
sucks.
And
It's
Yeah.
so lame.
It's arguably a lot scarier.
It is,
I know, I know.
yeah.
Those things are close to you.
Yeah, I know. That's why like every time I ride Space Mountain now, I will not stick my hands up.
It is way scary because there's a lot of just wood and metal in that room.
Mhm.
It's really creepy. On to more conspiracy theories. I think some of the most fun ones are just the ones where it's like, this guy that died, yeah, he's not dead.
Like Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis, Michael Jackson. One of my favorites is like, you know, like all the Michael Jackson impersonators, stuff like that. There's like a theory that like Michael Jackson is one of those impersonators, and that
That's
he just
funny.
like impersonates himself so that nobody's gonna be like, oh, it's the real Michael Jackson, so he can just live his normal life.
That's funny.
I love that idea.
That sounds like something you would do.
Impersonate myself?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Because that would be funny.
Have you seen the video of the Michael Jackson impersonator? Like, people like made fun of him for like thinking he's the real Michael Jackson or whatever, because it's a guy who like is a Michael Jackson impersonator and had like plastic surgery done to his face or whatever. But he like walks up to another Michael Jackson impersonator and just like crosses his arms and he's like he's watching a real one. Like, it's so stupid.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Like, is
know.
that just their life? Like that guy got plastic surgery. He lives his entire life just impersonating.
I guess
Like, why?
I would not be able to do it. I think I could like I feel like I could dress up as Spider-Man and do flips at a kid's birthday party, but I'm not gonna dress up as like a real dude.
Yeah, I've seen like this girl that she honestly she looks like Taylor Swift, and because she does, she has outfits that looks like the ones that Taylor Swift wears on like at her concerts, and she puts on concerts, and like I don't know if she
Yeah,
actually sings or
okay.
lip sings, but like, and people actually go. I
mean,
guess
if you make
'cause I've
money
seen
from
videos,
it,
but
more power to you. Because it sounds more fun than doing anything else.
Oh, for sure. I was listening to this Reddit story, and it was this dude who was like, he just gotten a new relationship with this girl, and he had like a past job that he did not want to reveal to his new girlfriend because he thought it was embarrassing, and like it went like back and forth for like forever, and then he
Oh, I know this. I
he
know this.
eventually gives in and tells her, but I guess he didn't want to tell her because he was like scared that she was
Yeah.
going to leave him or whatever. And I don't remember if she ended up leaving him, but I do know like she got really mad for whatever
For
reason.
like no reason.
But it turns out the guy was just like a clown.
Yeah.
Who like performed at birthday parties and
Oh.
stuff.
He had been a clown that like, cause he was like at a Halloween party dressed up as a clown, and one of the guys that was with him was just like, you know, you should like come to my like nephew's birthday party as a clown or something like that. And then he like didn't think that he was being serious, but when he found out, he was like, wait a second, you might be onto something, and he got paid for it. And he set like up this like a really elaborate bit where he like messes with the kid's parents, and then like the kid's dad will like chase him through the house and
Oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But like his girlfriend was just like furious about the fact that this happened, and it was like a mix of like him being a clown and also just the fact that he was like hid it from her. But then like the way she reacted kind of validated him hiding
Oh.
it from her.
Obviously, he was valid for
Yeah.
being scared because she got mad. But if that was a job I had, I'd be telling
No,
everybody.
I know. I would love to do that.
I would be a clown on the podcast. Punishment idea.
Not a punishment idea. You said you'd do it. Go ahead.
No. Anyways, so conspiracies.
do you not have another one?
Yeah, I have another one, but I was gonna let you go first.
We already went. What's yours?
Yeah, what's yours?
Well, we talked about the flat Earth. That was one I had.
Do you want me to fill you in?
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about it a little bit earlier, but what do y'all think about the whole like government drone birds? About a lot of birds
Okay.
being just fake. What do you think about that?
I think it's funny And once again, something I could see the government doing, but I don't think it's something that's happening.
Yeah, I agree. There's probably one or two out there. Not a lot of them.
Imagine Zazu's a government spy.
He could be.
Ooh.
Maybe that's why your dad is so scared of him.
My dad knows. My dad is more scared of Zazu than bats.
That's wild.
We keep
Yeah, that's crazy.
we
Bats have
keep
so many
having like
diseases.
bats like break into my house like on a regular basis.
The bats are the government. They're breaking into your house. That's why.
Okay. And my dad has obviously he doesn't like them either. He just doesn't like birds, things that fly in general, except for chickens. But
They sort of fly.
yeah. But he's gotten to where he's just less scared of them now because they're always in the house.
That's kind of fair. But to be fair, also Zazu is always in the house.
But I mean, he's just had to like open the door and like chase them out with brooms. It's like created for like really funny moments,
Yeah.
even though bats are actually terrifying because, like you said, they do carry diseases.
A lot.
Yeah, but yeah, he killed one and it landed on my Xbox the other day.
That's wild.
That's unfortunate.
But he is less scared of them than he is Zazu, which is a parakeet. And he's like the smallest, little, sweetest bird ever. He will bite you sometimes.
He is dope though.
He's pretty cool.
What do you think about government drone birds?
I mean, I don't really necessarily believe it. I've seen a few sus looking birds though.
A few sus birds.
I have. There was
Is
one.
Zazu one of them?
No, Zazu's okay.
Okay.
There was one time I saw a bird that was like frozen in the air, and it did, suss me out a little bit. Other than that, though, we're good.
You are weird.
You're the one that likes me, so.
Give me your iPad. But yeah, I think it's a really funny idea to think of like government drone birds, and I feel like there's got to be somebody's tested it out at some point. There's got to be a government that has tried to make it happen. But like,
I mean, there's a lot of governments out there.
that is very
And
true.
There's a lot of
But-
birds. I like the idea of other things being like government spies though that aren't birds. Like, what if like you get a dog as like a government spy?
Really sad.
I know. It's like the ultimate betrayal. Or what if it's like, what if like you were a government spy? What if you worked for the government and like they sent you to like fall in love with me? To act like you are.
That'd be really wild.
Now,
Okay.
I don't know if I can trust you.
But do you remember, was this the beginning of this year? I don't know. But the whole, like, random drones everywhere in the sky?
Yeah. There were a lot of drones.
That was
Yeah.
sus. And, like, some people were like, I saw it spray stuff in the air. I don't know. I never saw that, but
No, yeah, I didn't see that either.
Do you, I know we've talked about this before, but do you believe in aliens?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, do you think Area 51 has aliens?
Personally, no.
I almost want to say they do, but I don't think it's like to the extent people think there is. 'Cause I don't think
Okay.
I don't think there's another like race out there of like aliens that are like super intelligent.
Mhm.
But I feel like there's too many things in space that there's not something living.
I mean,
Something's got to be.
Yeah,
out
we've
there.
talked about this before. There has to be something living, and I could see like them having some microorganism in Area 51 that they like got from like Saturn or something.
Yeah,
I don't know how they'd get something from Saturn, considering it's one of our gas giants.
they always like they're always talking about how like Earth is the only like inhabitable planet, but like we live on Earth. If something lives on the moon, it's an inhabitable place for those people.
That's true.
So like not people, but like whatever it is. But like, okay, so I found a new theory that I think is kind of silly, but it's
Okay.
actually kind of cool. So there's a theory that apparently there are no real trees left, and that like real trees were ancient and were like really big and made ours look like grass, and that they've just been gone for like way longer than we could possibly like think of. But that the Devil's Tower in Wyoming is like a fossilized version of them. You ever seen the Devil's Tower?
No, I haven't.
Hang on, let me pull up a picture.
So the implication is that real trees are just massive compared to the trees we know.
He said made our trees look like grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so they're
huge.
they're huge.
So here is a picture of the Devil's Tower,
Okay.
and let's see if I can get anything on there. Yeah, you can sort of get it, but the general thing is that like underneath it is like a series of roots or something like that that are like clearly not like the same thing as like the actual structure, and it's like throwing people off. So like the theory is that like the national parks are just like, yeah, it's just a big rock, but it's just like actually it's just the last real tree on Earth. And I think it's a really silly theory, but I kind of like the idea of it. It's like the Lorax.
I wish trees were massive. But, I mean, apparently, according to dinosaurs, everything just used to be massive. According to dinosaurs.
According to dinosaurs. I spoke to one last week.
Yeah, I went to the Bermuda Triangle real quick.
But yeah, I love the idea of that. I just like theories that are just cool sounding. Like we were talking about right before the podcast about the hollow Earth theory.
Yeah.
And like how there's like just that middle of the Earth is hollow, and there's like dinosaurs and stuff like that alive.
See, I feel like I'm just like the most skeptical person when it comes to everything. I don't know if it's because I just enjoy questioning things, or I
think you just enjoy questioning things.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's not bad. I just think that's.
I mean, I don't understand how people could actually believe the Earth is hollow. Like what? Like just.
Yeah, I don't believe any of the theories we've talked about, but there's so many besides like the ones that kind of sound true, like Disney like making Frozen and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think it's just fun to think about.
I mean, I guess it's fun to think about, but I just know there's so many people that's just devoted their life to believing that the Earth is flat, and I'm like, if you would get on a plane, you could see. So just like grow up.
You can see the curve in the Earth if you're on a plane.
Get on a rocket ship and go to the moon if you don't believe it.
You just have a rocket ship you can get on.
But I think part of the fun of conspiracy theories is just like thinking of all the ones that are stupid.
Am I just a hater?
We definitely are a hater, but like it's also kind of fun to be a hater of these.
I mean, every podcast needs one hater.
I think
of Rhett and Link.
I feel like part of it is you really like debating and things like that.
That is true.
So I think that plays a big factor into this.
That is true. I do like to even be devil's advocate when I guess I do agree with things. But I don't think you need to come on the podcast and talk about how your boyfriend just likes to argue all the time.
Oh, okay.
You do like to argue a lot.
I did not use the word argue.
I thought you were about to say I did not use the word boyfriend.
No, I did not say argue. I said debate. There's a difference.
Okay, well, you're not coming back on the podcast.
I think she's allowed back on the podcast if she wants to.
I'm just kidding. Of course you're allowed on the podcast because you got pink flowers on.
Is that our reasoning now?
That's the next theory.
I am the only one without flowers right now, so like maybe I should be out of here.
I meant to mention this at the beginning of the podcast, but I am wearing my guest T-shirt.
I forgot that you did that.
This is the official.
That's a good bit.
Official That Goes Awesome guest shirt.
What is Tartaria?
I don't know, but I do know what Terraria is.
It slaps, by the way.
It does slap, and that Earth might be flat.
Okay, apparently there's like a claim that like there was another civilization called Tartaria like on Earth that was destroyed in the 1800s by a mud flood.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's kind of hype. Tartarian Empire? What is this? I need to learn. But also I can't look on the podcast. It's scary. Fill me in. What do you know about? Do you know anything about this?
Not really. No, but I saw this thing. It was on TikTok, so that's not very reliable. But it was. I don't know where the dude was. I think he might have like flew somewhere, and his ID was. It said like that it was from a country that sounded like it might not have been that name, but it sounded close to that. But it's like a place that doesn't exist in real life. Mm-hmm. I don't really know what happened after that. I mean, like the police had to like look into it and stuff. But yeah.
Speaking of places that don't exist, what do y'all think about Atlantis?
I want it to exist.
I want it to be real so bad.
Atlantis Goes Awesome would be like a great vlog. We'd go there.
That'd be dope.
That'd be awesome.
Do you like the idea of Atlantis?
I don't know.
You know what it is?
I don't really know much about that, so I can't really comment.
It's like a civilization that like is just underwater now because water just took it over.
Oh
so
no,
it's just,
I think I do.
City.
Yeah.
Whenever before the podcast I was doing research on conspiracy theories, I saw one that said Finland doesn't exist. And I think that's really funny. Because it's like, just go to Finland.
I just like theories of like any place that you haven't been doesn't exist. So just like, yeah, Russia doesn't exist. I haven't been there.
Russia isn't real.
I've never seen anyone there.
Did we even talk that much about Bigfoot? I think we just mentioned it like
Well,
I haven't mentioned him a lot because I do think we should do a cryptid episode of That Goes Awesome.
I saw a theory that the abominable snowman, or whatever you want to call it, lives in Asia.
What's he doing there?
I don't know.
Isn't he in Far Cry 4 in that one DLC?
Yes.
the
He
Yeti
is.
DLC. But yeah, I want to do an entire episode on cryptids, so we need to think about that, and I'll do more research because I love cryptozoology and stuff like that. The Mothman, Bigfoot,
Yeah,
The-
you were telling me
the
about
Jersey
the Mothman.
Devil, like all that kind of stuff. I think we should do that sometime.
Yeah. Well, anyways, speaking of stuff we should do sometime, at some point in the very near future, you should make sure you're subscribed on all platforms. That is YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube. Wait,
Yeah.
and TikTok.
There you go. You're bound to mess it up one day.
Is that the first time I messed
I
it
think
up?
so. Usually, you like blank on one and you're like, while looking at me.
No,
like,
no, I just usually try and make it funny and different. But
Okay.
anyways, leave us a comment if you have any crazy conspiracy theories.
I
if
like
you
that idea. Do
if you
that.
believe that the Earth is flat,
Jaden will fly you out with his own money, according to his own words.
and debate you. Yeah, I'll stand by that because that would make for good content. That'd be funny. But anyways, if you enjoyed having Carly on the podcast, let us know, and we might bring her back because she's over here a lot.
Despite Jaden saying multiple times that we're not having him back.
Jaden doesn't like me on the podcast.
I like you on the podcast. I'm just scared of how much you're going to expose me. Not that I have a lot to be exposed for. But anyways, if you can't get enough of her though, check out Survivor Goes Awesome. Because she is on there.
Well, we already told the people who haven't watched the new episode to leave, and the people who have know that she's not on it anymore. So.
You can rewatch the first 3 episodes as many as you like if you want to see how pretty my girlfriend is. Anyways, I have been Jaden.
I'm still Christian.
And I'm Carly.
And
Watch out.
oh yeah, we're out. Woo!